What's up, family, and welcome to another edition of Triple Double. I am your host, Nicole, and I am here with the fellas. You all right, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good today.
You good? Yeah. Steve been feeling good. We had some little talks. He's feeling good. You all right, Shawn?
I'm good, man.
Everybody good. You good?
Man, I'm straight, man.
You look nice today, Shawn T.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you.
That's
Nice
what's up.
jersey.
Yeah, man. Champion.
Now that we got the pleasantries out of the way, we're going to jump straight into our show. So we got a jam-packed show for you all today. We're going to be talking football. As you all know, the NFL draft just passed. We're going to be talking basketball. The playoffs are approaching. So before we even get into this episode, this is what we need you all to do. All of our family and friends, we need y'all to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our page. So our first title, we're going to talk a little bit of basketball. My question is this, and I'll start with you, Steve.
Okay.
Should a team want to face the Wizards in the play-in tournament?
I don't think so. Because right now the Wizards is hot. You know what I'm saying? They're doing good. I think they found their chemistry. Westbrook getting ready to break the triple-double record. Bradley Beal can drop 40 any given night. And another thing is, it's just like, I think lately, like they last like 15 games, they only lost like 2 games. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 3 games. So they gel and they own the East, and I think they can beat a couple of those teams, you know, that's in the playoffs already considerably. So I don't think you want to play them early in the playoffs. I mean, in the play-in.
I love what the Wizards is doing. I love what the Wizards is doing, man, and I know how you know how I feel about, you know, Russell Westbrook. But, I mean, he's rolling. He's balling. Him and the Wizards, him and Bradley Beal, they getting it going. Early on, if you take a look back, you know, Bradley Beal was the one reeling his team in. Now it's Russell. You know what I'm saying? And so I commend them for it. You know, right now they're sitting at the 10th seed. Would you want to play them? If the play-in tournament was to start today, and I truly believe that they would be playing Pacers, but I'm sure that they will beat the Pacers. I'm just going to jump that out right there. They would be playing Philly first round. My take, Philly right now, they haven't been what we thought they were early on. You know what I'm saying? So I like what I see from Washington. I like what I'm also seeing with Russell Westbrook. They've been able to gel. They've been able to pull it together. What happened early on is a lot of them were hit with COVID, hit with injuries, and so they're finally all on a rhythm together. And so the fact that they all have been growing that team chemistry, and I believe it's in part with Russell Westbrook, you know what I'm saying, with that mentality, you know, that leadership and all of that coaching as well, you know what I'm saying, they've been able to pull that through. I wouldn't want to play them if I was Philly. Yeah. I wouldn't want to, you know what I'm saying, especially on the route and on the road that they're on, you know what I'm saying, even with Embiid coming back. You know, Ben Simmons is still in and out of the lineup. We don't know what he's going to look like come playoff time. I wouldn't want to play them. I wouldn't want to play them.
I think if they won against them in the first round, I think Philly will still beat them.
Yeah.
I just think it'll go like 6. And possibly can even go 7 if Bradley Beal have some like off-the-wall nights. But Ben Simmons is a great defender too. But Bradley Beal is a great offensive player. So, I mean, it's tomato there. I just think Philly just got them extra pieces like Tobias Harris. Because Tobias Harris can get you 20 if he wanted to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's stuff like, it's pieces like that Philly have that Washington don't. Now, if Washington would have had a better big man, then it would have been.
Because that was my question. Like, who can stop Embiid on the Wizards? Like, I don't know.
You know, but in the guard position, it's going to be tough for Philly. Because Westbrook is running gun. He can pass. He can rebound. He can score. Bradley Beal can score boogie on anybody. And Bradley Beal is a great defender as well. People sleep on him on that. He's a great two-way player. But I just think Philly still have the better. And they got Doc Rivers. I ain't the biggest Doc Rivers fan. But they got Doc. So I think they'll still win.
They may, in my eyes, I can still probably give them the edge. Yeah. I can give them the edge, but I'm not so sure about that. Only because I just feel like the way that Washington are they playing, you know what I'm saying? It could be an upset. Because when you look at Philly and you look at what Ben Simmons is, like I said, with him being in and out of the lineup, Seth Curry has also been in and out of the lineup. And he's been their sharpshooter. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a big piece. Tobias Harris, he has his days when he's going to play like a star. And then Other times he can be moderate. So, I mean, I feel like in a way this can work out in Russell Westbrook's favor with his leadership and his mentality and his run and gun, just him being able to go get it until the end of the clock, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing for Bradley Beal. He gonna score and he can score on anybody, you know what I'm saying? To lead in the league in scoring, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like any given night, because any given night, Russell can give you 40.
He could.
He don't got nothing coming, though. They don't got nothing coming.
I don't think they do either. I just think they missing a piece. I love Scott Brooks as a coach. Bradley and Westbrook is a great backcourt duo. I just think if they had a big man, like if Westbrook would have had Bradley Beal in the OKC days and still had Scotty Brooks, you know what I'm saying, as a coach, I think he would have went past the first round because look what he did with Steven Adams. Steven Adams haven't been the same without Westbrook. He needs someone, where he can attack and throw that quick alley-oop to, like a Capella, like Harden and Capella, how he was with Steven Adams. He has Steven Adams looking great. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what he needs. He just needs a more dominant big man.
Only reason why I still I'm not so sure I can definitively give it straight up. I mean, I can give him an edge, but I can't really give it to him that much. I can give you like a 60-40, I'll go Philly. But for the most part, it's just the same way as how we look at the New York Knicks. It's literally the same way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Tom Thibodeau is a better.
Philly and Knicks on the same level?
No. I'm saying Knicks and Washington being on the same level.
That's disrespectful too.
You think so?
Westbrook and Beal? Who is the other two people that's on the Knicks?
Oh, you said that's disrespectful to them. Okay. I thought you said it was disrespectful to the Knicks.
No, I'm just talking about the storyline as far as, who do they got? Who do Julius got to dish it out to? Who that sharpshooter and all of those things that we can. There's no league leading nobody.
But we was talking about like the play-in tournament though. You feel what I'm saying?
I get it. I'm just saying the stories can be similar. So that's why I can't fully count Washington out. Okay. That's why.
Would you fully count them out against the Nets?
Washington? Washington? No, I wouldn't fully count them out.
Oh,
because they've been.
To say.
No.
They beat them.
They have. Actually twice. They beat them twice. So, I mean, I can't.
Playoffs a different story, of course. So, because I don't like getting hung up on all of those. And this is why. I'm going to tell you why. I don't like getting hung up on all of those upsets in the season because you got cats like LeBron that went 0-3 against people in the season. And then come playoffs, he smashed them. Like back in them Miami-Boston days. Boston was having their way in the season against Miami. When they got to the playoffs, Miami beat them in 6.
You got to beat a team 4 times.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And you like, they got smashed 3 times in the season against this team. And you get to the playoffs and they kill you. Not even kill you, they just beat you 4 times. And so that's the thing. I don't like getting caught up on the season upsets for real. I don't hang my head on that. And walk around big-headed on that. But I will say, though, Washington is still scary. I'm not saying, you still don't want them in the first round because in the first round, you want to kind of you want to get that sweep out the way.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a top team. If you struggling 6-7 games, then you tired in the second round.
You in a dog fight.
Exactly.
You don't want that in the first round.
That's my point. So, I agree with you.
When you think about, like I said, when you think about Washington and what you think about what Russell Westbrook is actually bringing to the table, I just can't fully count them out. I see that game actually going maybe 6, maybe 7. I don't see a 4-1 or a sweep at all.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I say 6 at the most.
I think 6.
6.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 6, 7. You know what I'm saying?
So we'll just leave it there with that. We're going to take a quick turn because y'all already know this is your guy, Aaron Rodgers.
I love him.
So Aaron Rodgers have turned down talks, you know what I'm saying, and contract negotiations with the Green Bay Packers. Like, what do you think about that? Oh, wait.
I want to go first.
Oh, you want to go?
That's my guy. I'll let you go first on your guys' topic. Let me go first. Man, I like it. Turn him down right now, man. Turn him down. He's older. He's an MVP. He's the reigning MVP at that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, for real, I mean, when you get older in your career, and this is in a serious matter, when you get older in your career, you want to be treated right. Because at the end of your career, especially when you're a player of his caliber, to possibly be considered as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, stat-wise, you want to make sure, you're looking at Brady, who has all those championships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're looking at Joe Montana, who went 4 for 4. And these guys are automatically considered GOATs. And for you to have a lot of season records, man, Drew Brees, for you to have a lot of season records as far as stats, at the end of your career, you want to make sure the franchise that you're playing with treats you right. You know what I'm saying? And not only do they treat you right, you want to make sure you're in a position where you can still win. You get what I'm saying? The quarterback's position is the hardest position in sports to me, period. You know what I'm saying? Besides a goalie in hockey. That's the hardest position in sports because so much pressure is on the quarterback.
Right.
And you have all of these different positions, but the pressure is on them. So for him to, want to have wiggle room, and this is the team he's been with his whole career. He set up under Brett Favre for years. I feel like the decision that he's making, it makes sense to me. Because he's at the end of, end of his career.
Ooh, do I like it? I do like it. I like it for Aaron Rodgers. He has only one chip. And I really would, regardless of how I may feel about him in our respective sport, I still would like him to at least have another ring. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to happen at the Packers. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? And he went as far as saying, "Hey, it's either I believe it's the GM or me go." You know what I'm saying? One of us got to go because at this point, nothing seems to be working. Right. Y'all keep drafting all these quarterbacks. Y'all say y'all believe in me, but then y'all drafting these quarterbacks. Not only that, I'm giving y'all. We lead in our division every year. Of course. You know what I'm saying? So what more do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand, championships is real big at the end of the day, but they are dealing him a bad hand. Now, his destinations that they brought up were actually the Raiders. They brought up the San Francisco 49ers, the Bears, and also the Denver Broncos. Now, out of all of those, the one that makes the most sense is actually the 49ers. Yeah. So if he's going to go somewhere, it would have to be the 49ers. But with them actually drafting a quarterback, now, how does that play? Because then again, Kyle Shanahan, he may want that new rookie quarterback. That's the reason.
Right, because or he might just really want to go get a championship. I feel like if Aaron Rodgers was to land on the 49ers, you can book it.
That's true.
Because they got so much help there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think.
But it's not necessarily, not to cut you off, but it's not necessarily if that be the case, Packers may not even want to send them to the 49ers. What if they send you to the Raiders? What if they sending you to Denver? You know what I'm saying? Do you retire? What do you do?
I think he got another year in him. A good year.
He has a few.
I think he got a few. Yeah, I think he has a few because you talking a guy who just he came coming off an MVP season. His numbers was crazy. All those touchdowns that I bragged on last year. Crazy year though, for real. And I believe it was 48 touchdowns, right? Under five interceptions, right? Yeah, it was something like that. Okay, it was like 5 interceptions. I think it was under 8. My fault. That's the stat. Only quarterback to do it more than once. Nicky D.
I just wish it worked for him in the playoffs.
It worked. He wasn't. He threw 1 interception in the playoffs.
Would you say as far as him not winning?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Because right now that's like Steph Curry numbers. That's like James Harden numbers. It's just the NBA. It's the season.
You always doing them like that.
It's the season. It's the season.
You can't compare him to James.
Why?
He ain't James, John.
He's not a champion, but
James not no champion, and James might not be a champion this season. But that's a whole nother sport. But for real though, I'm just saying though, I just think, the 49ers is a great landing spot. 49ers is a great landing spot.
What do Packers say they don't want? We're not sending you there. What do you do if you're Aaron Rodgers? What do you do at that time if you're not able to go where you want to land?
I sit.
You sit?
I sit.
You sit?
I sit.
Pull hard. Be like Harden.
I'm sitting.
Oh, great.
We're trying to get them on the show, man.
I ain't disrespectful. Harden sat on the Rockets until he got traded. He said.
No, he just sucked until he got traded.
He did. So he was playing.
Yeah, that was terrible.
But
I didn't
Chicago
like that.
not bad either, though.
Chicago's not
bad. Not bad.
If
he's not bad.
He can stay in the NFC North. That's the easiest division in football. So I'm sorry, not division, but that's the easiest.
You was right.
Division. I'm thinking conference. Division. Yeah, that's the easy division in football. So for him to stay in that division is easy. It's going to be easy for him. It's going to be the same thing.
I feel like Chicago, the type of team that they have around them with the pieces and everything, they need a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
They need Deshaun Watson.
Because they had Nick Foles running for his life.
Exactly. So, and when you have people like Anthony Miller, Khalil Mack, the Mack attack, baby, that's my guy. I love Khalil Mack, man. I love him, man. So when you got a piece of people like them, man, and the Montgomerys, you very disrespectful. You're very disrespectful. When you have people like them and David Montgomery and them boys, they need a mobile quarterback. So if not the 49ers, Chicago, where he can still be able to lead that division, still can be, you know what I'm saying? And he may actually go further. He could get a chip because honestly, the Chicago Bears is really only a quarterback away.
That's it.
You
and
really
they defense is something serious.
Come on, man. They defense
they defense.
Right.
That's what I know.
You know what? It's a lot of teams need Anthony.
Mobile quarterback.
So still sticking with football because you just brought up the division. Look at what the Eagles just did. They just drafted Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all like it? Y'all love it? Or y'all don't like it at all?
Devontae, you gonna
Devontae Smith, man. I like Devontae Smith, man. 2020 Heisman champion. You know, Devontae Smith, he got it to me. You know, as a wide receiver, you just got it. You know, certain players, you know, they can develop that skill, but just like him and like people like Julio, you just got it. You just got it. So when you look at people like when you put him with somebody like Jalen Hurts, who was also a teammate of his in Alabama, I mean, hey, it's a match made in heaven, man. I love it. Carson, Oh my! Carson
walking to him.
He couldn't throw across the street last year. Come on, man.
Clown.
No, he was not good.
He wasn't happy though. But not even that. They team was depleted. Let's be serious.
Their team was messed up.
Yeah,
they was injured. But they was injured
one time.
But listen,
against the team. Come on.
But y'all, they was injured from top to bottom. Number one, and then number two. You gotta have a peeing contest with somebody else to play quarterback. Him and the coach not on the same page.
I would have.
You don't think he gonna make no noise?
I would have been moving on for Carson as well.
I wouldn't have threw across the street.
I wouldn't have been moving on from Carson.
I wouldn't have threw across the street either if I got a fight for my spot. What you talking about?
Listen, at the end of the day, when Jalen Hurts got in those games, man, they balled out. Especially his first game when he rallied them back against the Giants. Granted, they lost, but the next game he played New Orleans, where he also ran the most yards for a quarterback from their franchise. I'll say like from their franchise. Was Drew playing? No, but Taysom Hill was balling at that time. He was probably like 7-0 at that time because Drew was already out. So when you take into account even that team was number one defensively at that time.
So with the pick, do you like it, love it, or you don't like it at all? You ain't said that yet.
I have. I love the fact that Devontae Smith is with them. Yes, go play with your teammate, man. Ball out. I'm glad you played Carson.
I like Devontae Smith. I'm just looking at that the national championship game stat, man, because he was balling that game. I watched the first half. He was clowning. I like his swag. I like what he was bringing. In 30
he put the
minutes,
Jets on them boys.
And he was killing them. In 30 minutes, he racked up 12 receptions on 14 targets, Nikki D, 215 yards with 3 touchdowns. And those 12 catches was the most in National Football.
Oh no, so you love it?
I love it. I mean,
the Eagles gonna be a problem. The Eagles gonna be a problem.
Wait, why?
Because he's a great receiver, no matter where he goes.
Okay, but you wouldn't mind you love it the fact that he's paired with Jalen Hurts, or you just love it that Philly drafted him?
They know each other. It's chemistry there, so of course it's gonna be probably a little better than him and Carson. I'm just saying. I love it for Philly. It has nothing to do with Carson. Why are you trying to add Carson in? If Carson was there, I'd love it even more, though. I'd go out on the left. I love it even more. You clowning, man. But what I don't like, though, is that your Detroit Lions, your hometown, passed up on them.
Y'all was happy about that one, y'all.
My home is Atlanta.
You ain't from no Atlanta. He was born and raised in the D, man. He was born and raised in the D.
Hey, man, Matt Ryan, man.
Not Matty Ice. They looking for his replacement.
They looking for his replacement. But when you take into account what they just drafted, you know, I love Devontae Smith with this guy, Jalen Hurts. They gonna be a force to be reckoned with because that's all really Jalen Hurts. They just missing some pieces.
They was just
you
missing
know what I'm
some
saying?
pieces.
They missing some pieces. But not only that, I also feel like they didn't want to play for Carson. It was rumors going around. They
Man, that was Doug Peterson too. It was horrible.
If people in the locker room saying it, you gotta believe
but they were saying it about the coach too. You remember how he bitched Jalen Hurts and put my man's in? Right. What was his name? Nate, whoever. I don't even know my man's name.
It was a third string.
Talking about he wanted to see him.
I don't even know that little third stringer.
Because they already knew Carson was on his way.
I don't know that third string.
But I'm saying in the game, I think they was playing like the Washington football team.
It was Washington.
And
I don't know that third stringer. That's all I got to say.
So you cut her soliloquy
you happy that the Lions didn't take Devontae? I'm not happy. That was stupid to me.
I need a game to go to.
But because my whole thing is some talent you just don't pass up on.
Exactly.
You could have had that same lineman.
Exactly.
I promise you, he still would have been there.
He still would have.
So I just don't like the fact
but they did mention he was the best lineman in the draft.
They do crazy.
They said he was the best, but would I have passed up on him? Absolutely, especially for Devontae Smith.
That's all of
I would have had to pass up on him.
I would have rather Devontae Smith or I draft another quarterback because you truly believe Jared Goff is the answer? Come on now, like
I'm not putting all
the injured Jared Goff.
I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket with Goff.
I wouldn't put my eggs in one basket.
Not with Goff.
He's decent though.
He's decent. So you don't think he's not worth passing up? Passing up a quarterback for it?
No.
They should have. They should have.
I agree with that. No, I do agree with that. But I'm just saying though, don't just throw Jared under the bus. Like you don't do all the quarterbacks wrong. If it ain't Brady, you throw him under the bus.
That's not true. I like Deshaun. I like Russ. I like Mahomes. You know Mahomes, my guy. That's my 1A, 1B guy.
You just said him third. You disrespectful.
No,
I like.
Russ.
You
said Russell Wilson.
I like Russ, man. Y'all disrespectful, man. Y'all disrespectful to these guys nowadays, man. Mahomes is my 1B.
Russell Wilson in love.
1A.
Oh yeah, speaking of in love.
Y'all crazy. Now we gotta move to the next topic, man.
Speaking of in love.
Come on, man.
Y'all.
Okay.
Now we about to move to the next topic. We about to talk some NBA. We about to talk about your team.
Great.
So Steve Nash says that James Harden has still, taken steps back, and he's not even sure if he's gonna be available for the playoffs. He's literally out indefinitely. And my thing is, a hamstring injury? You think that's good for the Nets?
It's terrible for the Nets because when he was on the Nets, I love him so much more as a Net now than I have ever loved James Harden throughout his career. No matter all the accolades and everything, the things that he's just been able to do without Kyrie, without Kevin Durant being on the floor. You know what I'm saying? He's just been sensational. Coming back on Phoenix, a team that's already beaten the number one team in the West in Utah. You know what I'm saying? Came back down 20 to close them out, man. Like, so it's really hurt me the fact that we lost James Harden to a hamstring.
That's why I'm like, what else is going on?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just may say indefinitely to not answer further questions because at certain times, you know what I'm saying, you just get tired of answering.
And they could be playing roles. Yeah, I understand that.
We're just saying indefinitely.
They playing roles for sure, yeah.
They playing roles. I think of course they need James. Yeah. I was having a conversation with my brother Jordan off camera one day. And I ain't gonna lie, man, James Harden compared to all the other superstars, for real, I like him, man. Like, he's kind of becoming one of the best players to me. Yeah. He's really been at the last six years, for real. Like, literally 6, maybe even 7. But I'm just saying, like, if he's fully healthy and he has a good team behind him, which he had a lot of great teams in Houston, there's no excuses why they shouldn't have at least made one trip to the finals. Mm-hmm. But, at modern day, he's like a Jordan and Kobe. He can score at will. He's like our modern day Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And if they were at the top at points of their career, he is too. And it was like 3 years straight. Harden should have been an MVP. One of those, the first Steph one. Steph shouldn't have got that first one. It should have went to Harden. One of Giannis's. No, not the unanimous, not the second one. Steph was balling, but the first one, Steph only averaged like 23 points. It was like 23, 8, and
See, I'm
7.
a Harden fan.
It was like 23, 8, and 7. Harden was that year. Harden had like 29, 8, and 10 or something.
I don't think I'm a Harden fan.
You disrespectful. Wow, and Nicky did.
Even Harden, one of Harden's best seasons also was the year that Giannis won MVP. Giannis still deserved it, but
They wasn't about to get James
Not the
Harden
first
no
one.
back-to-back.
Not
Yeah, he didn't get it though.
But they wasn't about to give James Harden no back-to-back.
He needed
No,
it.
no, no, he won.
No, hold on. Harden need 4. And I'm about to go out on a limb and say this.
Don't say LeBron.
No, not LeBron's. None of LeBron's. No. LeBron deserved. LeBron needed like 6. But that year Westbrook won with the triple-double.
Yeah.
Harden could have possibly.
He could have.
He could have had it.
But
But
they had
it was
never-
the first
I was
time
about
we've
to
seen
say.
that in modern day.
Now he
That's
just
the
doing that
only
at
reason.
will.
But Harden could have won 4 to 5.
Yeah,
4 to 5.
About 4.
he should at least have 2 by now.
I would say 2.
Steph first one.
You reaching.
Steph first
5.
23 points.
Steph first one.
23 points.
Okay, that's one.
This first Giannis.
I can't say that.
Really?
No.
Giannis deserved it last year.
Yeah, the last one, yeah.
I like his first one better than last year.
Because that's
I
because
like it.
LeBron had one last year. That's why.
That was
You know what I'm saying?
and I ain't gonna mention Westbrook. Westbrook got it. You know, whatever. Westbrook can have it. But Harden was right there. He was right there all of those years.
But my thing is, if you just can't never, and I'm not saying that Giannis done got over the hump because he hasn't. But Harden have literally played with everybody that he wanted to play with.
He has.
And what happened? What's your end result? Nothing.
But the CP3 got hurt.
He
And
got
he
hurt
didn't
the
wanna play
last,
with
last
him,
2-3 games.
But it's no reason why it's
The
no
last
reason
7.
why they shouldn't have lost that game 7 at home. Y'all was just jacking up threes. I missed 20.
Nah, that was stupid. I ain't gonna lie. I put that on them because they missed too many. That was the most threes missing.
They missed like 27 threes.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
and that was all back to back.
Like
That's sad. But as a net, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the one thing that I'm really gonna miss most about Harden is his facilitating.
Yeah, definitely.
Him running the offense.
Yeah.
Rather KD is on the floor or it's just him and Kyrie on the floor.
It don't matter.
You know, all 3 of them on the floor. You know what I'm saying? It was all 3 of them on the floor when they were beating Kawhi Leonard and them. When that game was literally nip and tuck. You know, your future champion. That's what you vouch for. You know what I'm saying? So and Harden was in that lineup, man.
Kawhi?
And not only that same game Harden took less shots.
I see what I said.
She said Kawhi's a bust.
I don't like it. He sit out too much. What is his real work ethic? Let's be clear.
I can't say.
What's his real work ethic?
Everything. What?
What's his work
He
ethic?
don't really have no work.
What you mean?
He
You
does
mean?
not.
You mean? He's the most winning player of all time.
Come on, Steve Lee.
His winning
I don't
percentage.
believe that.
His winning percentage is the most for a superstar of all time. I think it's like 70%. It's over 70%. It's more than Mike. Yogo.
That ain't my
Yo,
goal.
go.
You do know that he was with Popovich most of his
He's talking
career.
I'm clowning.
You do know that.
Who?
You do know he
LeBron,
had Popovich,
yo,
one of
too.
the
No,
greatest
he's not.
coaches of all time.
LeBron like 3rd on my list.
Because you disrespectful.
Man, you clown. You point on the show.
I'm
You
pointing
doing
at
a point guard? Look, you did doing a point sign, too. Oh, clown.
You
Man.
see, y'all see how they done rubbed off on me? I wasn't even seeing.
At the end of the day, man, I love James Harden. I'm gonna miss him truly. I feel
You
like
acting like
he gonna come
He
back.
acting like he ain't gonna make it.
He gonna come back 2nd round. He ain't gonna play first.
I need him to come back.
Yeah, that's gonna be tight.
You scared because they might play Westbrook?
No. I looked at the standings, and we won't be playing Westbrook in the first round. We'll actually be playing either Miami or.
You want to play the Heat?
Huh?
You want to play the Heat?
Yeah. I would rather take the Heat. I would take the Heat.
No.
I would
No.
rather take the Heat.
Buckets
No.
in the playoffs different,
Yes,
bro.
Jimmy and Bam.
Yo,
no.
and then if Tyler and Duncan
And
get
Duncan,
hot,
I'm telling you.
Tyler and
With
Duncan,
Andre
you know,
Iguodala,
I
you got
said
that
Duncan.
wisdom.
I told y'all about Tyler last year.
playoffs. That's we don't. You can say he's nothing if he don't show up in the playoffs. This
He
year.
didn't. He didn't show up in the championship. Duncan showed
He
up.
was playing up against.
But he was hurt too.
He was-
Tyler
Oh, no, he was straight.
He was
hurt.
playing up
Oh,
against.
yeah,
he was
made it
playing up
look-
against LeBron. That's possibly the goal.
Oh
Possibly.
my
What's the possible part of
Oh,
it?
Michael
my.
Jordan.
Oh.
Michael
Straight
Jordan.
on Mike.
Go.
Why?
Straight on Mike.
Mike.
Wow.
If Mike played in today's game, he's averaging 45 easy.
Against
You
who?
can't touch no.
Against who?
That's free space.
Y'all
Because
so
Kobe could too.
excited.
Kobe could too.
I'm
Kobe
telling
could.
you,
I don't think Mike.
You don't think Mike?
Nikki D.
Mike
they
is
used
like
to
third to
brag Mike.
me. He like third to me.
She lying. She trying to stir me up. She trying to stir me up. Mike the goat.
He like third to me.
You lying. She not. She don't believe that. She does not believe that Mike is third.
He like third on my list. A goat spot.
You got Kobe in front of Mike? Or Will?
I got LeBron.
Or Kareem?
I got LeBron.
Magic.
Oh my God.
Yep.
You are not serious. You're just trying to stir the pot.
Let me
Go
tell
to
you
the next
something.
episode.
Let me tell you
Go to the
something.
next topic.
Let me stop before
Sleepy.
our viewers not gonna think I'm credible. Let me stop. So listen, y'all know y'all got the play-in tournament, right? LaMelo Ball, he done been cleared to return after they thought he was gonna be out all season.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about that? Cause I don't really think the Hornets be hot with him.
They do.
What y'all think about that?
Man, I like Lonzo Ball, man.
LaMelo.
I mean LaMelo, I'm sorry.
See?
I'm sorry.
With
I
your
like
mind
LaMelo.
on. With your mind on, Steve.
Yeah. Anyway, I like Melo, man. I just looked at the clock that got it through my mind. I like Melo though. Melo is balling. And Bridges is a beast, man.
Yeah, he is.
I was watching him in the first quarter against the Bucks a couple days ago. I think he had like 15 points in the first quarter almost. And I'm saying to have somebody of that caliber of Bridges who can possibly be a superstar in years to come, and to have Melo running the floor like he do, throwing it up, they call him Airbnb. Now I know you know something about Airbnbs, because you always traveling on the road. But I like they connection. They sitting up under the GOAT, Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So
This is literally the only success he done had with his team.
And Melo came out and said he called him which was the smartest move ever. Wheel him in, just in case I ever lead a squad. I still got that relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? I like Melo though, and then Melo, you know, I guess you could call him the modern day. What's the boy name you said was second? Magic Johnson or something like that. Magic Johnson. You know, he can pass the. He can pass Magic Irvin. Yeah. Okay, that's Irvin. You know, I watched him the other night. And Melo threw a full court pass underhanded to Bridges.
You know how to do that?
Yeah. I threw a couple in my day.
I threw something to you when you dropped it.
Never throw no pass like that, Shawn.
You dropped it. Man, I say it like this, man. LaMelo Ball, I'm not worried about this Charlotte team. They nice. They look good.
I ain't worried about it.
I'm not worried about
They
it.
young.
They
If they had somebody like Mike on the floor, they'd be good.
You can't be serious. Their record with LaMelo, actually, with him on the floor is 21-21. With him, without him, they're 10 and 11. I mean, so it's,
you don't think it's a difference?
Nah. I mean, does he create more impact
I feel
to their
like you
game?
gotta account for
Absolutely,
him
but
though when he on the floor.
I mean, I'm not. Listen, I think
You clowning, Shawn Taylor.
I'm not. They're young. I don't expect his first year to make it deep in the playoffs. I just don't. He gonna win. He still made it in enough time for him to win Rookie of the Year.
Nikki D got me doing the point on the show.
You've been doing that.
I've been doing the point?
You play.
Oh, man, y'all crazy.
Hey, but I will say this before we do transition. I do got one topic I want to bring up. I had a conversation. I had a conversation though with my uncle, man. My uncle Calvin Carter. He told me I don't shout him on the show. My uncle Calvin Carter, right? So we had this conversation, right? Talking about James Harden, and we was talking about the best scoring or the best shooting guards, top 3, top 5, whatever you want to put.
Time?
Yeah. So he decided that he would put James Harden third behind, of course, Kobe and Mike. Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
You would put him third.
First off, you not the host.
Listen, I know that.
And you should have ran it by me and Nikki D that you were doing shout outs on the show for your Uncle Calvin.
I promise
Tell him I said it.
I promise you my credits is under producer as well. So let me go ahead and let you know that right now. Yeah, let me let you know that right now.
Hey, Lord. Low key though, I don't. So you got D Wade, you got AI. I like Ginobili. I love
Ginobili. Y'all disrespectful.
Yeah, y'all disrespectful to Ginobili.
Y'all disrespectful to
I like Clyde Drexler. There's some cats out there, but
y'all putting him over Wade.
You would put him third.
How are y'all putting him over Wade?
And that's my.
I don't know, y'all. D-Wade was my cat too.
I agree. But it's Wade third now. It's Wade third now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know no more.
You don't know? If Wade is third?
Look what Harden can do.
What?
Let's put
Wait. So Iverson is not third.
No.
Okay, because he said Iverson is third.
Fourth.
Okay, cool.
No.
Iverson, I
He's fourth.
I agree.
I mean, if you're talking, he's fourth.
He's fourth.
So what, you got Wade third?
Absolutely.
And then you got Harden fifth?
Yes.
I think I got.
Yes,
I don't know.
I agree with that.
I mean, see, when I was a little boy, AI, I like AI more than Kobe.
Yesterday?
Like 20 years ago, Nikki D.
Y'all play too much.
20, that was like 23 years ago. What year were we in, 21? Like 23 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying, AI though, for years, I do think he was third. But, I mean, you could have put
Wade done surpassed.
You could have put him second.
Like,
past AI?
Yes.
He's a champion.
Like,
come on, man. They go up there.
If that's the case, then I got to put Harden as third. If that's the case, I got to put Harden as third, man.
I will put, now, I can't give Harden
If
third.
you put all three of them in their prime, AI dangerous, though. D-Wade was dangerous. But give Harden Shaq. In 2006, put Harden on
no,
that
it's not
He's
no
a
give
champion.
nothing.
We're not substituting.
He's a champion, too.
No,
but we're not doing that. We're not substituting.
Look what he's had.
But listen, if Harden was to get a chip,
Shaq?
If Harden was to get a chip,
what?
if Harden was to get a chip with this Brooklyn Nets team, I would put him third.
No,
I will do that.
No,
I
and
will.
I'm still no.
But
I'm only saying no because look at this loaded Nets team. What did he really have to do?
Look at the loaded Miami team at that time.
Man, no, it's not the same.
It is the same.
I don't.
At that time they were the Brooklyn Nets to me.
Yes, they were.
Y'all are disrespectful.
LeBron, D-Wade, Bosh.
Yes.
Mike Miller, who was a star before he went to Miami. Ray Allen, who was a legend at that time already.
He's fifth.
Shane Battier, who was a defensive.
How can you be mad at the Brooklyn Nets team but not be upset at the Miami Heat?
Because LeBron.
Oh my God, you're right.
That's their favorite. They gonna go back to that every time.
It ain't Eric Spoelstra.
Right.
It's LeBron. That's what it is. It ain't
who?
It ain't Eric. But I'm saying for real, if y'all looking at the chips, I might got to buy Harden third. He might. I mean, that's just my list.
He don't have it. Well, how? He don't have no championship.
2-3 years ago, Harden was fifth. I would y'all still keep AI and D-Wade in front of him. And D-Wade, my God, man, and Allen Iverson. But look what Harden, they can't do what Harden do.
That's very true.
Harden is a triple. Neither one of them could get triple doubles like Harden. That's every category on the court.
Yes.
Now, this is the thing. D-Wade is the better defensive player than both of them. Than Allen and
leader.
Harden.
And leader.
You
gotta give him leader.
And leader.
Yes, sir.
It's a cheat with D-Wade, though.
Oh, what?
It's a cheat. He had Shaq as a baby. So Shaq taught him a lot of the
How you
games.
had Shaq as a baby and he was drafted in 04? How?
He drafted in 03. They won in 06. But I'm saying he played with Shaq in 05.
Okay.
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost to John C. Billups.
Oh,
huh? Then they went, and then the second year when they had Shaq, right? The second year they still had Shaq. He has Jason Williams, who was good. That's your boy, White Chocolate. He had GP, who can teach him the game. He had all of these.
But it doesn't matter who can teach you what.
By the time you get to the years he won with LeBron, leadership is easy. It's easy.
But listen, the same thing that you said about Harden, we can say the same thing you just said about Wade, we can say about Harden. Harden honestly had the best team, off paper, at one point in time when he had Chris Paul. They were the best team. They were the only team for their franchise to hit 53s in one quarter.
They ain't the best team.
That was the best team.
Who he had besides CP3?
They were the best team in the league at that time.
Was Capella their center at that time?
Yes.
They had
Who else they had?
Eric Gordon. They had PJ Tucker.
Trevor Ariza.
Come on now. I mean, these not
Class
slouches.
C
But
players.
listen, though, these not slouches. But he had
They
a
not.
whole
They
lot-
all at the top of Class C. I agree.
Okay, but
Classy.
listen, he played at the height of his career. He played at the height of his career numerous
You gotta
times,
know.
falling in game sevens. Even times when KD didn't show up when he was hurt. And James Harden had a chance to beat Stephen Curry and Clay, and he lost.
There's nothing you
He's
can say.
finished.
Let me tell you why there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say because none of them are Shaq.
Oh
None of them are GP. None of them are Gary Payton.
Right now, he's fit.
None of them are Gary Payton or
Okay.
Shaq. Now, you can probably put them with Jay Will, but none of them are Gary Payton. None of them. None of them really ain't Jay Will. So I'm saying D-Wade had it easier. And then you talking he's going against Golden State. That was the best team on paper.
They was down though.
At that time,
They had Golden State down.
Yes, they were
Don't
down.
tell me.
And KD
That's
didn't-
Golden State
and then now.
What?
Oh,
This
my
is
Golden
God.
State fault.
Go ahead, close us off, Sean.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. We thank y'all for tuning in, man. We'll keep going all day long. Steve got somewhere
He gotta
to
go.
He gotta date that Bella out. We
Let
gotta go, man. We gotta go. We love y'all. Stay tuned. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. We love y'all. Peace, man.